Alrighty, so I promised you guys a Q&A video, and here it is. Some of you wanted to ask me just general questions, and then a lot of them are for the Air Force. And a lot of them I've heard over and over again, so I kind of want to just get those cleared. So the first one is a Instagram message. A little backstory here, she took the test in front of her recruiter for the first time and got a pretty low score, and she was trying, so every time she tries to study now, she just starts focusing more on schoolwork rather than studying for the ASVAB. For that, I would say, because a lot of you have told me that, have messaged me, or have basically commented on my video that your priorities might not be in the right place. Like maybe you're just focusing on school, which is great, but you're just not putting enough effort into actually studying for the ASVAB, which is a big part, especially if you want to get into the military, or if you just want to have a high score. Let's say there's a specific job that you want. It's probably maybe a little bit higher score that you need to get on the ASVAB. It really just depends on each person, but you have to be able to prioritize and make sure you put studying into your schedule if you have a busy schedule, or just put it into your, do it every day, put it into your schedule if you don't have a busy schedule. But her main question is, 1, should I get a tutor? And I'll keep going. 1, should I get a tutor? Should I join now and focus getting my degree once I go in? Or should I focus in school and try to get in as an officer? But that means she'll be 24. So let's start from the beginning. 1, should she get a tutor? I've told a lot of people to get a tutor. 1, because I had a tutor and that really helped me for the math portion of the ASVAB. However, I know that's not in a lot of people's budgets. So that's why in one of my previous videos, I said look for different workshops, look for different schools or programs that kind of help you in either studying for the ASVAB or math or English subjects. So if you have the budget, I would say yes, go for it. 2, if you are really trying to get in and you want this to be you really want to get in for yourself and everything, then I would say yes. Reasons why maybe you shouldn't get a tutor. Reasons you shouldn't get a tutor, I would say 1, maybe you really just can't afford it. Or 2, you're not really sure if you want to go in yet. You're not 100% sure. You can also find people around you that are really good and can just help you study. Somebody to just sit down and make sure that you're studying. Basically someone to keep you on track. So if you have somebody in your life like that and they're free, then bring them on. Get a friend and just have him or her tell you, like, okay, it's time to study now. We're going to study. And there you go. You can have somebody to help you like that. She said, should I join now and focus getting my degree? Should I join now and focus getting... Oh, she said, sorry. She said, should I join now and focus getting my degree once I go in? So basically, she's saying what a lot of you guys have said as well. Should she go into the Air Force now and just worry about finishing the degree later? This has to be a very personal thing. For myself, I am going to finish my AA and then go in because I'm almost done, and 2, I just think for me, I wanted to get something like tangible before I went in. That was kind of just for me. So it depends. It depends what you want to do in the military. It depends if you want to make the military your career and stay in there, you want to be a lifer 20 years plus, then it really depends what your goal is, your end goal. If you feel like you want to finish school, do that. Go and finish your education, get that degree, get that bachelor's, get that associate's, certificate, whatever you're doing, go get that and then join. I know that time because she said, oh, she'll be 24 if she goes in, she said, or should I focus in school and try to go in as an officer? So if she doesn't go in now, she has to wait and finish the degree, which is great. She'll get her degree, but she'll be 24. But I mean, that's still pretty young, girl. Let's say you go in at 24. If you just do the minimum, you'll be out at 28. It's 4 years. So that's, I mean, I know like young people, we all think that, oh my gosh, like we all think, I'm going to be so old when I get out. I'm going to be so old. But I think we really don't understand, like we have so much more life to live than just our 20s. And if you do want to go in the Air Force, I think it's going to help propel you. And you might even come out, you know, a little bit financially secure or whatever you're going for, more than the people who just went to school. So I don't want to tell you to just go in and just forget about your degree or wait to finish. It kind of depends on that's my favorite word. It depends, because it depends. Yeah, I can't tell you what to do. Sorry, I can't tell you what to do. That is something you're gonna have to work out. You need to, and this is a big decision, so I would suggest lay out all your options, do that pros and cons list, you know, and really decide what is the best path for you to go on, whether that's finish school and then join, or join and then finish in there. For myself, I am going to finish my associate's degree. I'll be done in 2 more semesters, and then that's when I'm gonna try to get in more, like actually go through all the steps with my recruiter again. And then if I do get in this time, then I will finish my my bachelor's degree inside of the Air Force. So I hope I kind of answered your question there. I know that it sucks because I can't give you just like, oh, this is the best way to do it. You definitely should do it this way. Because so many people have done it different ways, and it depends on every single person. Okay? And the next one is another one from Instagram. This one is from, actually I don't think I should say your guys' names. I don't know, I just won't say them. What made you want to get in the Air Force? What made you want to join the military? That's the question I get asked a lot. This is also a question that you'll get asked if you go into a recruiter's office. They'll ask you, why do you want to join the military? So before I answer this, really quick, write in the comments below why you want to join the military, whatever branch that is. Okay, but for myself, one, I come from kind of a military family background. My dad was Marines. My oldest sister is in the Air Force, and she just married somebody who's in the Air Force. And my little brother is going into the Air Force this year, 2017, July 4th, 4th of July. And and I have other uncles and people like that who've also been in there. But it was kind of just a family thing. I'll tell you, I wasn't really trying to go when I was younger. I was like, no, I want to just go to school and that's it. I don't want to go to the military, blah, blah, blah. But I think as I got older, I just kind of realized the benefits of going and what it means and stuff like that. So then I did more research. I did more research of what you have to do. Another thing was, because of my weight, I never thought I could do it anyway. I was like, well, I'm not going because I can't even a mile and a half. I can't run that because that's a lot. Okay, that's a lot. You're just like, no. So I wasn't really trying to, I didn't really think I could do it anyway, so it wasn't on my radar. By the time I was a junior, senior in high school, I went to my first recruiter, and she basically said that, you know, I'd have to lose a lot of weight for me to actually go in. So again, it wasn't really anything. But then after that, I started to lose the weight, and I was like, wow, I can really do this. So I started losing more and more weight. That's when I started losing like 30, 40, 50 pounds. And I said, wow, I can really do this. Like, and it was more of, yeah, I thought, okay, now I can join, but also I can just do more things. So once I started losing the weight and doing all these, being able to do more physically, then I thought, wow, I can really push myself further. So another reason is because it's kind of a challenge to push myself, see how far I can go and push my body and push my mind and stuff like that. Because now that I know what I can achieve, it kind of started a fire, like, ooh, let's see what else I can do. Let's see what else I can like go through and stuff, like put my body through and come out the end. So yeah, that's another reason. We're gonna move on. Okay, this one is the one I get a lot, and I think a lot of you guys might be confused on this. It's, are you going into the Navy or the Air Force? If you don't know, I made a video previously that I was disqualified from the Air Force and that I was just going to go over and talk to a Navy recruiter. I did talk to them, however, recently my brother's Air Force recruiter said with the changes in the military that he's able to send in my waiver again. So it's going to be Air Force. Unless I get disqualified again, then maybe Navy, but I think it's just going to be the Air Force that I'm just going to go to. Because I haven't really looked in the Navy, and I know a lot of you guys are going to the Navy. That's just not what I have looked into mostly. So for now, we're just going to say Air Force. Okay. Okay, here's one. Oh, the last one was from YouTube, so is this one. This one says, while being in the military, can you also go through schooling? Yes. Yeah, you can go through schooling if you're in there. I'm not exactly 100% sure how that works because I'm not in there yet. But if there's a video on it, go check it out somewhere or research it because I'm not sure exactly how that works. But I do believe after like your training, say whatever your job is you get for the military, then after that you can start schooling. But don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. She says, I want to be a nurse and I heard the military pays for it, but can you go through schooling while in the military and will they pay for it? So again, from everything that I've heard, yes, but it depends because I'm not 100% sure. So I would go research. Or do you have to wait till you're done with the military? I know a lot of people who've done schooling in the military and after the military when they're done. It just depends. Okay. When am I planning to join? I have about 2 more semesters of school left to get my associate's degree. And that is, so I'm in my spring semester now. So I have summer and fall, and I should be done after that. I should be done with all those classes after that and be receiving associate's degree. Another question is, what's your major? I'm a communications major. I first started as a business major because my family has a business. We're kind of all business minded. And so I thought, oh, that'd be a little bit easier for me to do because I still wanted to do film. But I thought, oh, if I do a business major, then I could go into film also as like a producer and know more of the business side of film, which is great. I know a lot of people who've done that, but I think as I kept going, it just wasn't for me. Like they were trying to have me take accounting classes and, you know, like, meh, yeah. But my friend was telling me about communications and I've heard about it, but I just wasn't really sure that I wanted to first switch my major, and second, I didn't know if I wanted to switch it to that. But after I did my research and stuff, I took one communications class, fell in love with it. It was awesome. It's basically public speaking. In the first class that I took, it was just like public speaking and small group communication, and it was great. I loved it. I love communicating. surprise. I love communicating, and that first class just kind of opened up like a new world. Like I was like, ooh, communications. Yeah, I like this. I like this vibe you guys are throwing off here. So then I took another class of communications. That was just literally just a public speaking class. You have a speech that you write and you say it, and it was great, and I loved it. I love my professor. It was awesome. Now I'm in another one. Obviously, I have to take a whole bunch for the major. I'm in an intercultural communications class, and it has to do with basically communicating with people from different cultures and the context that you use with different languages and stuff like that. It's awesome. I love it. So with communications, a lot of people go different routes with it. You can do like public relations, you can do business or marketing, or mass communications, which is like digital media and stuff like that. I'm not really sure which avenue I want to go with, because I do want to do film, but you don't really need a degree in film to make films, you know, to make videos and stuff like that. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that.